Virginia Beach police say the gunman who killed a dozen people appeared to have no specific targets. Those 12 people were killed at a municipal building on Friday. The shooter who worked in that building used 2 handguns he had bought legally. We'll have more on the investigation in a moment, but we begin with CTM national correspondent Jericka Duncan, who's been talking with survivors in Virginia Beach. Jericka, what do they say about their escape?
Good morning. Many of those survivors honestly say that they can't believe that they lived to tell their stories. Now, the 12 people who were killed are being remembered here near the municipal building where the shooting actually happened. One of the victims, Ryan Keith Cox, who his coworkers say was known as Keith, is being credited with saving 7 lives by ushering his colleagues into a safe office space before the gunman could strike again. More than 200 people gathered at a church service in Virginia Beach Sunday evening to remember the 12 victims killed in Friday's mass shooting. Bishop Ezekiel Williams knew one of the victims, Ryan Keith Cox, and called him a talented musician.
He cultivated that gift and became a phenomenal singer.
What do you tell the community like this that has been affected on so many levels?
I think it's a time where it causes us to really understand how quick life can be taken from you.
Police say engineer Dwayne Craddock opened fire on his coworkers Friday inside this municipal building. After a massive police response, he died in a gun battle with officers. Christy Dewar, a city employee who worked in the municipal building for 13 years, says Craddock was an unassuming coworker.
He smiled when you said hi to him.
Dewar says she initially thought the shooting was a drill. She credits her survival to colleague and friend Keith Cox, who directed her and 6 others to hide inside an office.
And we ran in there, and I turned and I said, come on. And he said, I'm going to go check on other people. Barricade yourself in. And
so those were the final words you heard from your friend?
Yes.
Cox was one of 11 Virginia Beach employees who died. Their combined years of service with the city totaled more than 150 years. A contractor was also killed.
People can describe it, but until you're actually there and you're having to walk through that scene, you can't imagine it.
Dewar says she experienced a range of emotions following the violence, but ultimately she forgives the shooter. And you say that's because of Keith? Because of the type of man he was?
Yes. I know that Keith would not want us to blame Dwayne or his parents, and I know that Keith deserves for the world to know his heroism, I wish everybody in the world was Keith, was a resemblance of what Keith was all about.
Community leaders are urging people to wear the color blue today in honor of the victims, saying that blue represents the color of the ocean as well as the color that the first responders wear. At last check, there are still 4 people in critical condition who were involved in this shooting. Gayle?
Well, Jericka, I can't even say thank you. You look at the wall of faces of the victims who just go to work, it's going to be another day, and it's not. It's too much.